been asked to answer questions about myself by some of my closest, dearest friends. Nobody asked about Gemma, just for the record. Just for the record. Y'all won't hear anything about her. Shame on you guys. So I have my questions. It's gonna be kind of sloppy. I'm not really gonna edit this extremely well, but here goes. I should invest in a tripod. The first question is really no biggie. What personal life events have most influenced my writing? Is reading other books a life event? So that's actually a question I don't have a fantastic answer for, other than I was highly influenced by the books that I read. So authors like Scott Rankin, Marie Lu, that I found in my later teen years really influenced my writing. I would certainly say the encouragement I've received from my family, especially my parents, to pursue my dreams and just keep going has been a major impact on what I continue to put out. Because there's not exactly one life event or multiple that have really encouraged me or influenced my writing, but there have definitely been like moments where I'm outside or I'm just surrounded by nature, or I've gotten to go on a beautiful trip and experience something new that I'm just like, I want to encapsulate this somehow. And it's not like I'm gonna go to another state and write about the forest there, but I'm definitely gonna find inspiration. Like, you know, that's more of a where do I draw inspiration from in how I write versus what's influenced me. This video is already gonna be so long, so I'm gonna go to the next question. The next question is also, I could talk about this forever. Is there a topic I want to write about but I haven't yet? There is, and it is very much like a dystopic vibe sort of thing. The reason I have not written it yet is that it is just a little too real. I won't go into much detail, but it's very Hunger Gamesy and or maybe Divergent in the way that life has been split into different factions or regions of an area. And the whole premise, and I'm giving away so much, and you know how it's like, it's hard to let something go because you're like, what if someone else takes it? Well, you know, honestly, for this one, maybe go ahead, because I think this is the book I'll write at the end of my life based on where we go. I'm making this sound so grandiose. Essentially, the premise is just that there is so much content out there. It is so easy to consume content and become a celebrity. And so rather than people being divided up by skills or location, people are actually assigned celebrities and divided up that way. So yeah. Now, two people asked me this question: what is my favorite flavor of Pop-Tart? And this is actually, you know, I'm just gonna say it, blueberry. Or cinnamon. Cinnamon is for basic people, but I am a basic person. I know who asked this question. If I had to cook and serve one zoo animal, not a traditional barnyard denizen, which would it be and what would your preparation method be? Zebra. Preparation method, if you've ever seen me cook, we are washing our hands a lot. I don't know anything about butchering something, but I know that there is a lot of hand washing, at least for me, involved. And I would probably do it, like if I had any choice, I would probably cook it like one of those people who gets a rock from a river and builds a campfire and like seasons and filet mignons and does all the cool stuff that I could never do, but I would try for the sake of trying zebra. This one is a shade on the fact that I live in Texas. Have I ever unironically worn a cowboy hat and boots? No. Have you met me? No. As a child, maybe. Okay, favorite cute little beverage. My hand smells weird. Cute little beverage, a caramel macchiato. Okay, this question I answered my friends the other day because I'm realizing now it's not actually cool, because the question itself is, in your opinion, what is the coolest thing about yourself that maybe not a lot of people know yet? There are so many cool things about me that people don't know yet. Where can I start? I'm gonna go for a different fact, but my original fact was that like a lot of people on my in-laws side and my mutual friends with my husband refer to me as the sauce queen. We don't need to talk about that. What we do need to talk about is that when I was 6 or 7 years old, I was just at the zoo and Animal Planet interviewed me. I don't think I made it on the air because I was kind of stupid. The whole point of the interview was that I was supposed to go over the facts that I had learned that day. They asked me questions like how far can a lemur jump? And I was like, I don't know. I'm 6, 3 feet probably. And they were like, well actually, and then it didn't air, but I think that's a pretty cool fact. If I could visit any planet, which one would I visit? Animal Planet, obviously.
The International Astronomical Union announces that the dwarf planet known as Sina will be called Eris, after the Greek goddess of discord. Eris's moon is named Dysnomia, the demon goddess of lawlessness and the daughter of Eris.
That one. You get to have dinner with 4 authors, dead or alive. Who are they, and who are you sticking with the bill? Okay, this is cheesy, but I'm gonna go with my friends who are all alive. My good friend Dietrich Stogner, he's an author. My good friend Taylor Vaughn, she's an author. My good friend Kate Page, she's an author. My good friend Cassie Corbin, she's an author. And fifth, but not least, Melody Stout, she's an incredible author. They're all incredible authors. As far as sticking the bill, Dietrich, because this was his idea. We love you though. I still felt like that's awkward. Since I'm a visual artist, do I ever plan on incorporating more visual elements into your written works? Absolutely I do. If I have time and like a little more life experience in terms of honing my artistic skills. I'm a digital artist. I really want to do overlays. I want to start doing like hardcovers that are unique and cool. Doesn't everyone? I think my biggest thing would be overlays. I think those are so freaking cool. Other than being a best-selling author, if you could have any career, what would it be? A marine biologist, but the kind that like gets to look at the fish. Or a pilot. I want to fly plane fast. How much wood could a woodchuck actually chuck? This is gonna be a little bit out there, but I don't know if a woodchuck actually exists beyond this joke. I've never seen one. I've never gone out of my way to find out if a woodchuck is real. I'm thinking beaver family, which in that case, a damn lot. Who is obsessed with dead authors in these questions? Which author, living or dead, do you feel you could beat in a bare knuckles boxing match? Probably Edgar Allan Poe looks weak as heck. Also Neil Gaiman also kind of looks a little bit like maybe I could win that fight. The pen is mightier than the sword. Final question, and this one is a bit of a spoiler to anyone who hasn't read my book, so you've been warned. That's why it's last on the list, for me at least. Did I always plan to tear out the hearts of your unsuspecting readers by murdering our most beloved sentient rock? No. Recently received a critique, a review that says my ending was all shock value. Trust me when I say I rewrote that ending at least 5 times before I was just like, it just has to be this way. This is a really depressing note to end on. Keeping Rock alive would have been something of like, something poetic, I feel. One of the alternate endings I wrote, he was alive, but he returned to being a statue, basically. So in the beginning of the book, they're all statues and they come to life and try to protect the farm from raiders, and Rock ends up going with my main character on the quest to find his sister who was kidnapped during the raid. But that would have been what happened. I think Rock would have still have been alive, but it wouldn't have been the same. He had to die. He had to go. It was kind of the final push for Chol to learn his lesson. And that's another thing I could talk about forever. Why my shock value ending was the only way I feel like my book could have worked. I could have given them a happily ever after. I could have really worked that out. But what happened is that Chol started this on his own, and he met people that he ended up loving and feeling like were his, like a part of him and part of his family, and like the only way to win something. But I don't think the lesson would have gotten across as firmly as if those things hadn't been taken from him. And it sucks. And I don't like it. And I have cried reading my own writing. But that is the truth of it. And I could talk more about it in the future. But I don't think I need to keep going for this questionnaire. But those are my answers. I hope y'all enjoyed. And I can't wait to see what my other friends are saying because that's so fun. All right, bye.